Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the lake frame, and it's a shelf sitter. You can set it anywhere you want. You can paint it white. You can leave it the color it is. I did put a layer of shellac on top. If you paint it white, sometimes the sap can come through and turn your white yellow. But I love the look the way it is, so you could actually leave it that way, or you could paint it white, and I'll show you both ways. So, painting it white, you have a foam brush. I like it to be smooth, so I do thin coats. So maybe it'll take me 2 or 3 coats to put this on, and I'll just put a coat on, let it dry, and then come back and do another coat. I like the wood to come through. I like to see the wood grain, and I like to see the knots. So it all depends on the look that you're going for. So if you want, you can do less layers, or if you want it completely solid white, then you would just put more layers on. But I would still do thin layers and let it dry, and that way you'll have a nice smooth surface. So it's really easy. And I'll stop the video, then I'll go ahead and do a couple coats and then come back, so you don't have to sit there and watch me. Okay, I painted my last coat. Also in between coats, I like to just have a plastic bag here, and I just let it sit in there so it doesn't dry up. Okay, then basically you're just gonna go ahead and you can paint your oars. Sometimes I use tape, like I put tape right here, just to get a straight line and paint it, but you can paint it any way you like to. A lot of times with my shapes and different signs, projects I do, I love these markers I get from Amazon. They're paint markers and they don't bleed. So sometimes, like for the white here, I used a paint marker. I'm not that great with a fine paintbrush. But yes, go ahead, paint your oars, however you like. You can use any paint that you have in your house. I've included these colors, but feel free to use anything you have around the house. And then you'll glue this down. And then this is the other part I just wanted to explain. See, for this one, your photograph will just slide in there. I cut this photo down a little bit to fit. However, I did go ahead and make this a little bit larger so your 4x6 will fit in there. So basically what you're going to do is just take some glue. You can use your popsicle stick if you like. And you're just going to put glue right on the edges here. This gives it space so that the photograph can just slide in. You know, you could use a Q-tip, whatever is easiest. You can use your finger. And then this, make sure you can see it, it just goes on top. Then I just make sure it lines up and it's even before it dries. So I want it to be right on the edge, right on the bottom, just like that. And then I'll let that dry. Then when you come back, you'll just put glue here. I would paint it. You know, you can paint it before you glue this on, or go ahead and glue this on first. Paint it, and then just eyeball it, but make sure you get it straight. And then you just put glue right here. You don't want any glue here because your photograph is going to go in there. So just glue on these 3 edges. And then I would put it down. Then I would put a book or something heavy on top so that it can really stay down. I have this clear Elmer's glue. It works really nice and it doesn't leave any marks. But if you have wood glue, maybe that would be better. I would just be careful with wood glue because if it spills out a little bit, it does leave kind of a yellowish mark. So after it's dry and it's painted, you can just slide your photograph right in there. I can't wait to see your finished product. Feel free to email it to White Bear Makerspace or put it on their Facebook page. We would love to see it.